Oh. What's up, guys? You guys already know the video we're gonna be filming today, but I wanted to start this video off with a giveaway. So in this bag here, I have around 30 new releases of Gymshark. I have a few more over there. So I'm gonna be giving around 30 items to you guys and be shipping them out. All you have to do is like this video, like my previous video about, you know, steroids and SARMs and all that. It'll be up here somewhere popping up in the video, or it'll be the first link in the description so you can easily go like it. Like those two videos and then comment "sir" down below. Make as, you know, as many R's as you want. Comment as many times as you want, and the winner will be chosen in the next week. So yeah, that's the giveaway. I might be giving away, you know, 1 to 30 people, or, you know, a few to a few people. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but if you guys want any new releases of Gymshark, just like those two videos and comment down below. So let's get into the video. All right, so I want to talk about the last video for just a second. I don't know, the response was crazy. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Like, I haven't had a video that positive in a few years. Like, I don't know, I just can't believe the amount of positivity that came from that. I don't know, it just makes me really happy. Like, I'm just like checking comments and literally 99% of them are positive. So thank you guys for that. I also wanted to say, a lot of people were like waiting for Phil's reaction or comment, or if he's gonna make a video. Don't think he's gonna be making a video, but he did watch the video and he did DM me on Instagram, and so we're cool now. We talked a bit. Yeah, that's all I kind of have to say about that. He did respond, and now let's get into why I got dropped by Gymshark. All right, so this video has been a lot harder to make than last week's video. I've been a fan of the Gymshark brand. Like, since it started. Like, I was like, I don't know, I found out about it when I was like 12, about to turn 13. So it has been a long time. I think it's been probably, yeah, like 6 years. And so, you know, this is kind of just like a weird video to talk about. I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff. So I've tried making this video before. I've tried making it 2 times before within this week, and I kept stopping myself because I kind of wanted to protect things, because maybe, you know, I wanted to hide some things, or I didn't want to like talk badly or negatively about Gymshark at all. But I think what I need to do is just kind of like let everything out. I mean, let as much as I like really want to out. I don't want to stop myself anywhere, because I really couldn't make the video because I kept cutting myself off, because I was like, oh, I don't want to say that, and you know, someone might get annoyed here or there. So we're just gonna go through it, and I wrote some things down in my notes, so we're gonna start now. I think we're gonna start with the call. So they called me up last Wednesday, and I don't know, I was like half asleep, and I woke up and I like got right on the call, and they were like, all right, so we've been talking back and forth, and we've decided to, you know, not renew your contract. I was like half asleep. I was like, oh, okay, all right. And they were like, you know, I'm sure you're not surprised. I was like, no, I'm not. We'll talk about that. And yeah, they were like, I'm sure you're not surprised. I was like, oh no, I'm not. And then the call ended. I was like, all right, bye. And then literally 10 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I gotta call them back. Call them back, ask for some feedback. It was definitely stuff that I already knew, but then that call was very much needed, because my opinion on like why I was dropped changed drastically through that conversation. So I'm really glad that, you know, we had that second conversation right after. So I asked for feedback. I was like, you know, even though both sides probably know why I got dropped, I would like to know, you know, specifically, you know, I'd like to hear some words directly to me. Yeah, I'd just like to hear some stuff that you guys have to say for me. It's kind of not what you guys are thinking about either. So they started with, obviously, you guys have seen, I've gone off YouTube for like 3 months at a time, right? So posting. So obviously when you sign a contract, you have posting requirements. So I wasn't meeting those requirements. That was one thing. Obviously, you know, on my Instagram as well, I wouldn't post for a while. I think, yeah, all right. So that's gonna be the first thing, and then the second thing, and then we'll get more into detail with both of them. So that was my first thing, posting requirements. I would go off social media, so I wasn't meeting the requirements. Second thing, communication. So they said I wasn't very good communicating to my main contact at Gymshark, which is true. There were a lot of times where they'd be like, hey, can you do this, or can you do that, or hey, how's it going? And I wouldn't respond to them for like a few days or a week, or I just literally wouldn't respond to them at all. Now, I have one reason for both of those. Now, the thing is like, yeah, it is my fault for getting dropped. You know, it's nothing they really did. But I think one of the main things as to why I was doing those things, like let's say even when I was really active on social media, There were times even this past month where I didn't post them at all. Like they were sending me packages, like, you know, the stuff that I'm giving away here. You know, they sent me those packages. I didn't even like you do a quick Instagram story or anything. That's super easy, right? I always used to do that stuff. And with communication, you know, ignoring them and stuff, especially like recently. And one of the main reasons why, which is obviously I could have just done the opposite, was I just didn't really feel a part of Gymshark. I haven't for months now, but I never really communicated that to them. I was never really vocal about my problems or anything that was happening for me and what I felt. So obviously that ended up in me getting dropped by them. Yeah, I think that's one of the main things, is me not feeling a part of the Gymshark family. Also, regarding my specific contact at Gymshark, like I said, you know, there were times where, you know, I would ignore him, or like I would communicate super late. But I think on the other hand, there were, I'm not going to go into like specific issues or anything, but there were just like specific, there weren't like a fucking ton of times, but there were like very specific times where I was like what the fuck? I don't know. Like that's literally like what I said. I literally just like went and talked to my friend Blake, and I was like, hey, is there anything that you think that I should address that maybe I haven't, or like, because he hasn't even heard me talk about this. I've been filming for 20 minutes, but he was just like, you know, throughout the past like year and a half that I've like seen you with them, like one of the main things that you always kind of like struggled with was your main contact at Gymshark. And so I kind of just like, well, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there that, I don't know, like there were just specific times where it's like really frustrating on my end as well, trying to communicate to him. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know, like there were multiple things. Like obviously it starts off when you're reading when you're looking over, they're gonna be like, you're gonna be doing photo shoots and you're gonna be on the, you know, you could be on the Gymshark page, you could be doing Snapchat takeovers. And I've been with them for like a year and a half, or I was with them for like a year and a half, and like none of those things even happened. Not even like a little Snapchat Snapchat takeover or anything. I'm gonna be saying all these things that like never happened. I didn't feel part of it, but one of the main things I could have done when all that stuff wasn't happening for me was to, you know, have spoken up and said, hey, like, can I get on the Snapchat story or something? I actually remember there was this one time in the summer, they sent everyone like, you know, this is what's going to be happening, and this is what you're going to be posting for the next 3 months. You know, this is what's coming up. And I saw within my schedule there was a Snapchat takeover, and when that time like had come, and it just like passed over, and you know, I didn't get contacted to even do something as simple as that. But I never said anything about it. I don't know why. This is a big lesson learned for me, to, you know, communicate with, you know, companies a lot more. I kind of just like let it slide. I let a lot of things slide and kind of just like looked at them badly when I could have spoken up. Like I don't know, like even like with promotions and stuff, I don't like it, like I don't know, like am I, like I was looking at other people that were getting promotions or getting like photo shoots that had like just joined or that have like a lower following or anything, and I'm like, all right, dude, why do they like that person more? Are they better looking? Are they in better shape? Like, is that the reason? Like, do they have a better look for the brand? Like, do I even fit the, like I was questioning if I even fit the brand a lot of the times, and I guess I just never spoke up about that. Let's just get into my notes as well. I'm going back through my notes because there was a point, there actually was a point around this time last month where I was actually gonna get on a call with them, and I never like actually did that, and I wrote down like what I actually like wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna talk about that now. Oh yeah, all right. One thing I was gonna talk to them about that I didn't, were like, I don't, you know, it just had to be like with like posting and everything, like I don't know, like even on like the Gymshark train page, I don't know if you guys have seen that before. It's, you know, it's like one of the third pages. Like I would send in clips, and you know, I never got featured on that page either, and that was a very simple page, and they were like really pushing for me to like send them clips, and then when I finally did, nothing happened with that. I didn't really get any feedback, so that was kind of weird. But again, I mean, you know, it could have been up to me to, you know, talk to them and be like, hey, like, Do you guys have feedback? Like, why didn't you guys post this? Yeah, that, you know, that too. And then there were some other things when I was in New York I don't know, I was in New York a few weeks ago with like a past athlete, and I've talked to multiple people that have, you know, been on Gymshark and then, like, you know, either left themselves or got dropped, and there were some other things that I found out. I don't know, I think it just came down to, I think overall it came down to, like I've already said this a billion times, me not feeling a part of the team and me not speaking up for that. So, fuck, I don't know. There's so many fucking things, man. There are like other things too, but yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't vocal enough, and I think that just could have solved a lot. That's a big thing, big lesson learned for me, you know, moving forward with the future, with future brands and companies. I will be communicating, you know, I'm already in contact with other companies, not to do with clothing. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing with that. I don't know if I should be starting my own, like, brand, or if I should be, you know, getting sponsored by other companies or affiliating with other companies. But there are other companies, like supplement companies and, you know, certain brand deals that I've really just kind of picked up on more now and been a lot more, you know, vocal, and it's helped out a lot literally already, and it's already been a week into, you know, it's already been a week since I had that phone call. So yeah, right now I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna end it with this, I think. Overall, like I said, I've loved Gymshark literally from the beginning. I was like, I don't know, 12, almost 13, and I've always loved the brand. Even when I was a part of them, I literally was a fan still. When they like sent me new stuff, I would freak out every single time. Just like trying on new clothes and being excited when, you know, I got an email from DHL that like a Gymshark package is coming in. So I feel like, I definitely know that I'm always going to be a fan of the brand, and I think the next step for them is literally to be competing with like Adidas and Nike and Under Armour and all that. So I'm super excited for, you know, them to progress to that level, and, you know, I mean, me moving forward, like I said, I don't really know in terms of clothing sponsors what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll create my own stuff, but that's just kind of how this whole situation has turned out for me. And here's the thing: there's a lot of people in this industry now that I'm noticing that are about to talk about SARMs, or a lot of people want them to talk about SARMs, that are mentioning SARMs in their videos now. I'm gonna be making a video on like my whole experience. You know, I'm gonna go into like, you know, side effects, post-cycle therapy, like everything, in the next video, so be on the lookout for that. I don't really know what I'm gonna title it. I do have one side effect that happened to me that was like crazy. I don't know if I'll title it that, but I'm definitely excited to talk about that video. One thing I would say right now is I do not recommend fucking taking SARMs, and you guys are definitely gonna want to wait, because there's a lot of people that are literally already like, you know, there's just already a lot of people that are like, you know, going to like order them, or like, yo, like where should I get them, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yo, fucking slow down, wait for my video on SARMs. It'll be coming within the next week. I've been posting every single Friday. I think this is like my 3rd video in a row, which I'm like super proud of. I think it's gonna be really fun on YouTube. I'm pretty excited to keep posting, and just look out for that next video before you guys do anything to do with SARMs, because you guys are gonna want to hear what I have to say. That's all I gotta say for this video. Yeah, shit, I mean, peace out. I'm gonna fucking